beers, you can always purchase them with butt coin.
Yay, butt coins!
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you get
Full
them from,
circle.
You get them from Juggalos.
They sell you butt coins.
Mm-hmm. They just shit on your dreams.
Oh, wow.
I don't know, I went with that.
I'm just going to make sure we mention Juggalos in every episode of the new season. Just like, fucking Juggalos.
Juggalos! Hate bronies! Juggalos! Done.
Juggalos riding bronies.
Oh god, that's like hell. That's a new type of hell right there.
See, now I'm picturing like a poor little like freaking brony in a gimp suit and a fedora with like some weird dude in like a basketball jersey and face paint, like with like a freaking saddle and some reins, and he's like moving his hand in the air.
Don't forget, he has a hatchet in his hand.
Yeah, he's moving a hatchet.
Yeah. He's got those long ass dreads.
Riding a brony in a rainbow gimp suit.
God, I would love. Can you design this
Vicky's
for us?
Vicky's in here right now, like, trying to not imagine it. Like,
I'm like,
please no, please
no.
no.
You know, I really don't need this in my life right now.
A sketched version of a Juggalo riding a brony in a rainbow gimp suit on a shirt would be amazing.
That should be your logo, guys.
If I can. Wow.
Alright, we're giving you a test. This is how you get your pass.
FBFJ. Fuck bronies, fuck Juggalos. Fuck Juggalos too, that's the G. Fuck Juggalos.
And not in a good way.
Yeah, rape. We want rape.
Not consensual. I don't know.
Consensual rape?
So obviously, if you're listening to this part and you're like,
oh,
these guys
consensual rape!
Oh, you watch Game of Thrones? Oh, wait.
Hey.
You're still 2 seasons behind. So, if you're listening to the show right now and you're like, what the fuck are these guys talking about? I don't like it. Then obviously you're not into it. Which means that segues right into our into it.
Or not into it. Yay!
Yeah.
Wow, I think Janet was the only excited one.
I thought we were going for a Monty Python thing.
It's like how excited everyone really sounded during the DARE program in elementary school.
Oh my god.
I just wanted the t-shirt. I was like, come on.
Yes.
DARE. The shirts were cool as hell.
They were.
Especially the ones that... I don't know about your years, but our years were like the gray ones, and it was like DARE program XX because it's like the 20th anniversary.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it wasn't like the regular old black one that just says DARE to do drugs.
Yeah. See, nowadays I just want a DARE shirt from the
I just
Chive.
realized how old I really am.
Because you had the black one with the red logo that said DARE to do drugs.
I had those ones.
Yeah, no, we had the cool, like,
you're like a baby.
Ones, yeah. No, they went back to the old shirts after our cool, like, 5-year run of the gray ones.
Yeah, I had that shirt probably till like 5 years ago.
Yeah, you did.
That thing was thin as fuck, but, you know, it was thinner than Kenji's dick.
Oh, man.
Wow.
I don't know.
Wowza. So last week we asked you if you were into...
Or not into.
The new Cartoon Network.
Which is shitball awful.
Now we know Bo's opinion.
Yeah. Straight in your face. Put you in your place.
The lack of Cartoon Network.
Yeah, cartoons.
Okay, before we really into it, I think that was kind of the downfall of Cartoon Network. I loved Cartoon. It was awesome. I loved Dexters Lab, Cow and Chicken, some of the weird ones that never actually turned into shows. But on the same note, that's kind of the crappy animation that turned into what we have now.
Agreed.
Yeah. It was like the seeds that were sown, and then it was like, oh, we got awards for this. Let's just make it shittier.
Yeah, let's make it more awful than it already is.
Because Cartoon left off with like Ed, and Eddie, didn't it?
Mm-hmm. And that was not the best animation. No. Sometimes they didn't even finish the backgrounds. The backgrounds were just like white with a smear of green.
Yeah.
Right?
They're in a room, we swear.
Yeah.
You see some of those.
Ed and Eddie's on Netflix?
Yeah, it is.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
So's Dexter's Lab, Powerpuff Girls, you know.
Powerpuff Girls, I think, was the worst animation of all of them, though.
Oh, but I love the storyline.
Oh, yeah.
Jojo!
Oh,
now, see,
yeah.
I love Gendy Tartakovsky, but at the same time I hate him. Because he was the one that was trying to bring substance to it. So he did Samurai Jack,
which was awesome.
Powerpuff Girls,
amazing.
And the original Clone Wars. So I don't know if anybody remembers this, but Star Wars Clone Wars was originally a 3-season micro episode that it was like 5 minutes long, and it was always like at the end of Dexter's Laboratory. It'd be like Clone Wars, it was 5 minutes, and then that was it. And it was like the same kind of animation as like Dexter's Lab and Powerpuff Girls, but it was like freaking Star Wars. And it was a good storyline, but they shouldn't have done it in this weird micro episode way. And then George Lucas was like, I don't really like that, cancel it. And then like redid it in computer animation with just now the Clone Wars everybody knows now.
Which I haven't watched either.
Yeah.
I hate the animation.
It's
On the new one or the old
On
one?
the new one.
I don't. When we worked together at that computer shop,
It gets better.
you kept trying to make me watch it, but I was like, I think I made it 5 episodes in, but it was just
You
so
didn't
bad.
like the battle droids talking.
That pissed me off.
Even Janet doesn't like the battle droids.
They shouldn't
This
be
is true.
fucking
Right?
making
This is true.
jokes. It's like, what the hell?
Uh-oh, you could say the Jedi really cut into him, and then he gets cut in half.
right.
I like it in the movies where it's like, and they were done.
Why does everything, when you imitate them, make the same noise?
Because, I don't know.
It was a Jawa. Oh, it was R2-D2.
Don't these all sound accurate to you?
Oh, that's the noise the guy at the gym made. And then he lifted the weight.
Wow, I did not understand that entire last string of
Exactly.
semi-words that you just said.
Exactly.
You know what it was?
So-
I watched Too Much Smokey and the Bandit, so I was just breaker all the time.
Okay, so before we go into everybody else's
Understandable.
opinions, we got some online opinions. Hannah says she's not really into it. Some of it's okay, but she misses the old cartoons.
Danny says it's complete garbage.
And I think those are the only responses we got.
Yeah, we also got Casey the librarian.
Oh, there you
She
go.
says, ugh, it's the worst. And then from our friend Ashley, this was the actually well thought out one. The idea behind Adventure Time being a post-apocalyptic alter world is kind of cool when it comes through, but there's a whole lot of nonsense in between.
It's a cartoon. I'm just saying. Just throwing that out there.
I don't know. I was stuck watching because I went on a vacation and for a little bit, and the TV was on, and I couldn't freaking sleep, so I put it on Cartoon Network. I was like, this sounds like a good thing to fall asleep. It was good, funny. I was watching, I think it was like Cowboy Bebop was on Toonami, and or something. I don't fucking know. But then after that was like the Adventure Time and the real show or something, a realistic show.
Regular show.
The regular show. There you go. And then the other real shows like Tim and Eric.
Ugh.
And then Check It Out. And then the other one with that curly-haired fucker.
With that curly-haired fucker.
The curly-haired fucker from who's always does movies
Right now
with
you're
Will Ferrell.
describing someone who has sex with curly-haired people.
I am so glad, you guys are allowed to say this stuff because it's internet,
Yeah. Oh, John C. Reilly, whatever his show
Ha!
is.
Ha! Curly-haired fucker, you knew what I meant.
Wow.
He said curly-haired fucker who's in movies with Will Ferrell, which instantly makes me think it's someone who fucks Will Ferrell because he has curly hair, and thusly I think John C. Reilly.
John C. Reilly fucks Will Ferrell.
Jesus, that was a long train to get there. Oh, man.
Nothing
long
like a
way
good
on that
train.
On Will Ferrell?
Wow.
Thank you.
You can be the
Pass
engine.
on that one.
Bro.
I'll record it.
Wow.
You
That'd
can
be my
handle that?
job.
You would want to watch...
As long as I don't
You would
have to be
record
involved.
someone running a train on Will Ferrell.
If it was a good paycheck,
With
long
John C.
as-
Reilly.
who else could say that? You know
You
what
get
I mean?
13 popsicles.
As long as it was during spring break.
Bang, brag, and Alien was in it.
You mean Riffraff?
No, it's Alien.
Yeah, Riffraff? Have you guys seen the movie Spring
Yeah.
Breakers?
Yeah.
No.
Wait.
No.
You guys?
No.
No, we watched it together. So.
Yeah, I know I did.
So James Franco plays this white rapper with like cornrows and like a grill, and he's like, "My name's Alien because I'm another fucking planet, y'all." And he's just fucking out there. And then I found the real life version of him is a rapper named Riffraff.
Wow.
Identical. I'm not even kidding. They're the same person.
Huh.
Just one's played by James Franco. The other one is a real person.
Maybe James Franco was shooting for him.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Anyway,
be.
let's wrap up this into it, not into it. I'm not into it. I think it's all stupid.
Can we have an answer?
You can say you're into certain parts of it, but
Yeah, I'm into certain parts of it, I guess.
like I think Tim and Eric was the downfall of the network because they also did Tom Goes to the Mayor or whatever it is. Tim and Eric show, great job, high five, we suck. They did
I'm
something
just
else.
going to play the old man advocate here and say not into it.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm fine with that because I'm definitely not into it.
I'm definitely not into it either.
Because it is the worst shit on the face of the planet.
I do like they brought Toonami back, but I hate that it's
That's
at like
awesome.
2 in the morning.
It was always at like 2 in the morning. It was like 2
Toonami
to
was
5.
originally in the afternoon.
Yeah, it was right after school.
because that's
like, it
when
was like
Dragon
4
Ball Z
o'clock.
was.
Fuck yeah, it
Okay,
was.
Yeah.
so maybe they ran a couple different...
Rurouni
Yeah, because
Kenshin.
Rurouni Kenshin, Inuyasha, Cowboy Bebop. Actually, Cowboy Bebop was on the later Toonami.
Inuyasha and Cowboy Bebop were on the later
Yeah.
Adult Swim. Original Toonami was like freaking Robotech,
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z, like Big D and Little Tokyo.
They had
and
Gundam Wing. Well, what was that one with the? It was like Gundam Wing, but they had the animals instead.
Zoids.
I
used to watch that all the time.
That was fucking awesome.
I still have a bunch of the action figures.
Yeah.
No shit, that's cool as hell.
Yeah.
And they also had that stupid like Tenchi Muyo, which was this stupid like all these girls trying to screw this like weird game.
Oh fuck, I remember that shitty show.
Yep.
There's all kinds of crap like that on Netflix now. It's basically porn.
Janet's just staring at me like, what are you talking about?
Truth. Very true.
But yeah, and then they had Inuyasha and Bleach and Naruto later in the day. And then they canceled Toonami and just put all the anime like at midnight. They're like, well, we already play all this anime. Why don't we just call it Toonami since everybody keeps bitching about it?
Yeah. Because, well, you know, I like that they brought back the guy, too. I don't know if it's the original voice actor, but...
Probably not.
Oh, the robot?
Yeah.
Tom?
Yep. There
I
we
always
go.
love Tom.
Yeah, he was cool.
So how to download an app to give me that ringer.
Alright, so with that, we're all going to say, except for Vicki, that we're not into the new Cartoon Network.
Sorry.
She's the Lone Ranger.
She's only half into it. So...
Just the tip.
Yeah, I was totally thinking
Vicky
that.
plays just the tip.
Oh god, we're all fucked up individuals.
Yep.
You're only half fucked.
Yeah.
I don't know what you mean by this next topic. So
I don't know. I was supposed to go somewhere else.
Yeah, okay. Go for it.
I don't know. It's in there. Fuck it.
Are you into or not into non-profit tax exempt?
Organizations.
Ah, there you go.
So there. Sound off on Facebook or Twitter at SLYK Radio.
So what are some examples? Like Comic-Con?
NFL, Comic-Con, church.
The NFL is not tax exempt.
Or they are a non-profit. Or no.
They're not a non-profit.
They're
The
I was thinking...
foundation, they're charitable organization.
Yeah, the
Charitables, yeah.
No, if anybody ever tried to claim, the NFL's a non-profit organization, I'd call bullshit immediately. Because a Super Bowl ad costs $1 million for a minute, so...
Yeah.
No, wait. They were. I read somewhere
Probably
they were a
back in the 60s.
No, like 8 months ago. Look that up.
What about it? Are you wanting to know if they're into it or not into it?
Whether or not they approve of that bullshit.
Approve of any type of organization being non-profit tax exempt, so please clarify.
Yeah. So any organization who takes money in any way, shape, or form but doesn't have to pay taxes on it. Property taxes or money taxes, anything at all. Whatsoever. I think you can tell I'm not into it.
So, yeah, so if you're a non-profit, should you be tax exempt, pretty much?
Yeah. So there.
Is that what you're trying to pretty much say?
Yeah.
Okay.
You just didn't visualize organizations where I had typed it.
Yeah.
In my brain. So fuck it.
Wow, really? At this time of year, news about the National Football League is inescapable, just as the Denver Broncos. But even during the rest of the year, when Super Bowl fever has passed, few aspects of U.S. popular culture are as relentlessly ubiquitous. NFL marketing is everywhere. According to its 2011 IRS filings, the NFL is a trade association that promotes the interests of its clubs. Trade associations typically do such things as lobby governments, help create industry standards,
corporations,
develop benchmarks for companies to use in measuring their own performance, and otherwise advance the interests of a given industry. But the NFL goes one better by having developed a revenue machine through creating intellectual property licensing logos and names for merchandising, negotiating deals, blah, 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 blah. And so, technically, the NFL is saying that they're not for profit because they don't own any of the teams. All they do is facilitate the ability for these teams to make money, because each team is its own organization.
Mm-hmm.
So at that point, what they're saying is that the NFL is saying they're tax exempt because they don't make profit; they just help the teams.
See, I knew I read that somewhere. I wasn't just a total bullshit.
That's crap.
That's total fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
Wow.
See, so that's why I wanted churches and NFL.
All right.
I'll agree with that.
Yeah, all right. So we'll sound off on SoLikeYouKnow.com or Facebook and Twitter at SLYK Radio. Let us know, are you into or not into some stupid organizations getting tax exempt status when obviously they should probably be paying taxes.
And after my partial rant and Chris's finishing move, that's it for the show.
Yeah. So Bo
Wow.
stopped talking. Yeah. So you can check us out every Friday right here at 9:30 Mountain Time on Spreaker.com/SLYK Radio.
And if you have empty space on your iPhone, Windows Phone, any other phone, and you're dying to fill it up, Listen to us every Friday or download us on iTunes. You can listen to us on Spreaker. That's speaker with an
Said
R.
that already.